Good morning. This is kindergarten lesson number 63. We're going to start with phonics review. So, where is a place you can go in the city to see wild animals? The zoo. We're going to go over the letter Z for zoo. Say the sentence with me. Z says Z as in zebra. Z says Z, Z, Z. Let's say it one more time just in case you didn't know it the first time. Z says Z as in zebra. Z says Z, Z, Z. Okay, very good. Now we're going to go over all the letters. But we're not going to say the sentence, just the letter. Z. X. R. U. Q. O. P. E. I. W. O. L. D. F. J. E. G. K. S. B. V. M. U. T. A. C. Are you saying them with me or before me? A. H. I. Y. N. Very good. Now we're going to go over the alphabet. Well, I really am supposed to go over Z. So we'll go over Z and we'll just go over it now instead of later for penmanship. Okay, you start here, forward, down to the red line, forward. That's a capital Z. And then the lowercase z, you start at the dotted line. You move forward, back down to the red line, and then straight forward. Capital Z and lowercase z are pretty much the same. Okay, let's say the alphabet. A says A as in apple. B says B as in bell. C says K as in cat. D says D as in dog. E says E as in elephant. F says F as in fox. We don't need to do that now that we did all those. That's good. We're good. Okay, now we're going to go over the vowel chart. Let's just say the sounds of the vowels. Down and then back up. A, E, say them with me if you remember. I, A, 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 I, E, A. Let's go over the back, and this time we will say it the whole sentence. I, inchworm. U, umbrella. E, elephant. A, apple. O, ostrich. Very good. Okay, now I'm going to play a game with you, and I'm going to give you a star every time you get this right on the game. You ready? Okay, so here's where you finish. We're going to start right here. We're going to try to get all the way to the finish line. And I'll give you a star every time you get one right, and I'll put the star right there in that little spot. And then we'll get another star and another star. 2 stars every time you get something right, all the way till you get to the finish line. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to give you a word, and you tell me if it has the Z sound in it. You ready? Zest. Does that have a Z sound in zest? Yes, it does. I will put 2 stars for 2 steps. 1, 2. Okay, now the word lift. Does lift have the Z sound in it? Nope, it does not. Let's try the next one. Zing. Does zing have the Z sound? Yes, it does. You will get 2 stars for that. 1, 2. Okay, now the word buzz. Buzz. Does buzz have the Z sound in it? It does, but it's at the end. It's at the end of the word buzz. Okay, 2 stars for getting that one. All right, now the word cow. Does the word cow have the Z sound in it? Nope, it doesn't. Okay, the word hat. Does hat have the Z sound? No, it does not. Okay, what about the word zebra? Does zebra have the Z sound? Yes, it does. So you will get 2 stars for 2 steps. All right, we're getting there. What about the word zoom? Does zoom have the Z sound in it? Yes, it does. 2 stars for that. Okay, you're halfway there. Actually, maybe a little over halfway there. Okay, what about the word mouse? Does mouse have the Z sound? Nope, it does not. Okay, what about the word zipper? Yes, zipper has the Z sound. Z for zipper. 2 stars for that one. Okay, now what about the word pumpkin? Nope, there's no Z in pumpkin. What about 0? Yes, 0 has the Z sound at the beginning. 2 stars for that. Okay, 2 more and you're there. Let's see. Does the word fizz have a Z sound in it? Z. Fizz. Yes, it does. At the end, just like buzz. So, 2 stars for that, and you made it. You made it to the end. Okay. Now, I'm going to go over, what is it now? Numbers. You should probably do your penmanship. Well, let me get the paper out for you. Okay, so today's paper is page 53 and the back page 54. This is page 53, and it says here at the top, fill in the circle under the letter that completes each word. That's what you do for all 6 of those. And down here it says, read the sentences. Fill in the circle next to the sentence that tells about the picture. So which one of these tell about this picture here? You can read those 2 and fill in the one that goes with the picture. Okay, and the back. Let's see what the back is. A fun activity. It says, fun with phonics. Read each word and follow the road to get to the 3 pigs. Then color the picture. That looks fun. Okay, so that is your letters and sounds, I believe. And this is your Writing with Phonics, page 67 today. You're making Z's. Okay, now today you do not have any pages for math, but I will go over some math with you. Okay, we're going to go over your numbers chart first. Are you ready? Say them with me. Let me scoot my chair over a little bit so we can both see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Are you saying them with me? Try to say these with me if you can. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. We're almost done. We're going to here. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. Okay, now I'm going to go over the 60 family with you just so you have a good memory about it. This is 60. Let's say them all together. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, and 69. Those are all the 60s. Okay, now if you have a piece of paper and pen or a whiteboard or a chalkboard or something you can write on, I am going to tell you some numbers and have you write them on there. You might pause this video if you need to get a pen and paper. Okay, I'm going to say the number and I would like for you to write it down. And then when you're all done, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 5 numbers here. And when we're all done with this, I will show you my piece of paper so you know what the numbers are supposed to look like. Are you ready? I want you to write down the number 20. 20. Now I want you to write down the number 17. 17. Okay, now I'm going to have you write down 6. Number 6. I've only got 2 more to go. Now I want you to write the number 12. 12. Okay, now last one, number 8. Write down number 8. Okay, now I'm going to show you my paper and I'll show you what they're supposed to look like and you can see if they match the ones you made. Ready? The first one I had you write was 20. This is how we write 20, 2, 0. 17 is a 1 and a 7. 6, 12 is a 1 and 2, and the last one is 8. Hopefully you got those right. Okay, now I'm going to show you this. Do you remember how to tell time? I taught you the other day. Let's see. Let me widen this screen a little bit so you can see more. Oh, I don't know how, unfortunately. Bear with me. Okay, what number is this? This is number 4. What number comes after 4? If you don't know, you can always look at your chart. Let me grab mine. What number comes after 4? 5. 5 comes after 4. So I will put a 5 there. Now, what number comes after 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 comes after 7. Now, what number comes after 5? 6. Okay, now what number comes after 8? Do you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now what number comes after 0? That's easy. 1. We got to start with 1. Okay, one more row of numbers that come after. What comes after 2? 1, 2, 3. What number comes after 9? 10. 9, 10. And this is how you make a 10. 2, 3. Now what number comes after 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. What number comes after 1? 1, 2. Last one. What comes after 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 comes after 6. Okay, very good. Now we're going to do 3 practice problems of telling the time, and then I think you're done with math for today. Hallelujah, huh? Okay, let's do these, and then you're done with math. Now remember, the long hand tells the minutes. Oh, let's move my paper over so you can see it good. There you go. The long hand points to the minutes. The short hand points to the hour. And we put a colon to separate the two, and the minutes go on this side and the hours go on this side. So you haven't learned a whole lot about the minutes yet, except that when this is straight up on the 12, that means it's o'clock. O'clock. We put 2 O's. I mean zeros. 2 zeros. Now, what is the hour pointing at? It's pointing at the 5. So it is 5 o'clock. Remember to always have the colon between it, between the hours and the minutes. Now let's go to the next one. We got 2 more, then we're about done. I'll make the colon, and the long hand is pointing straight up, so that's o'clock. We put 0, 0 on the minute side. And what is the hour hand pointing to? What is that number? 10. It's pointing to 10, so it is 10 o'clock. All right, last one. I'll make the colon for it below. Now, the long hand is the minute hand, and it is pointing to, what is that? O'clock. So we put 0, 0 on the minute side. Now what is the short hand, which is the hour? What is it pointing to? The 7. So it is 7 o'clock. There we go. That's how you tell time. Now, have a good day. We're done. Really? That was short. That was super. Oh, you have enrichment activities. So I'll be posting the enrichment activities right here in a little bit after I teach my daughter her school. Oops, I said wrong. You're not quite done. Almost. You have this page to do out of your Think and Learn book, page 36. It should be with your bundle of papers. Or if you don't have a bundle of papers, then you just have to open Think and Learn book to page 36 and do this page. It says, add the missing parts color the picture. There you go. Okay, now for your enrichment activity for today, I'm going to read to you about the symbols of freedom. And I will put this picture a little bit bigger so that you can see it as I read about it. You see this little tiny man I'm putting at the bottom? That's about how tall a person is compared to the Statue of Liberty. Pretty small. The Statue of Liberty was a birthday present to the people of the United States from the people of France. They gave us the statue when our country was 100 years old. Our country is over 200 years old now. This special lady has come to be one of the symbols of our country. People from all over the world look at the Statue of Liberty and remember all the good things that Americans enjoy. Plenty of good food to eat and warm clothing to wear, schools, hospitals, and churches to go to, and cars to take us wherever we want to go. Liberty means freedom. In America, we can choose where we will live and work. We can worship God the way we believe is right. We can choose who the leaders of our country will be. Every year, thousands of people from other countries all over the world decide to come here to the United States of America to live. Many of them see the Statue of Liberty and think, "Now I'm home." Another symbol of our country that people want to see when they come to America is the Liberty Bell. It's located in the Liberty Ball Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It used to stand in Independence Hall. It was originally cast means molded or formed, in London, England. So it was made in England. The bell was probably rung at the reading of the Declaration of Independence in Philadelphia. It cracked after being rung for George Washington's birthday and was not fixed. The crack is 2.5 feet long and 1/2 inch wide. The bell itself is actually 3 feet tall. That might be as tall as you. The Liberty Bell is a heavy bell. It weighs 2,080 pounds. Now
that is probably as much as our car.
It should be in the
Liberty Bell was not its original name. At first, many people called it the State House Bell or the Province Bell, but then people started calling it the Liberty Bell, and that eventually became its official name.
In New York Harbor stands a lady over 150 feet tall. Millions
what does the Statue of Liberty stand for?
And now they're Americans, one and all.
Americans and the freedom we enjoy in our country. And what country gave us
the Liberty Bell
statue
is on display
to us?
in Philadelphia,
Do you remember
Pennsylvania.
What country gave it to
us?
us?
It is another symbol
France
of our freedom.
gave it to us. And how tall is the Liberty Bell? Do you remember?
On the back,
3
it's something
feet
you
tall.
can do. It says,
and where is the Liberty Bell
Statue of Liberty,
displayed
we remember the
today?
freedoms and good things Americans enjoy.
Remember,
Color
it was
the
made
pictures.
in London, England.
And these are the different things
right?
Americans
I
can
might be
enjoy.
wrong.
I'll read them to you. We have good food to eat.
Okay. Anyways, moving
We
on.
can choose where to live.
Yes, it was made in London, England. That's right.
We can read
And
God's word.
it is now in the Liberty Bell
We can
Center
go to
in
the
Philadelphia,
church of our
Pennsylvania.
choice. And we
One
can
more.
choose our leaders.
Why would people want to leave other
So that
countries
is
to
page
come to the United States to
65.
live?
in your social studies book.
It's because many other countries do not have the freedoms
Now
that we
I will
enjoy in
read
America.
the alphabet
Many
fun
people come to
stories
America so that they
visuals.
can be free.
And we're going to read a story called Perry Pony Races Old Ezekiel. Let's see. Here's the picture. I will read you this story now. When Johnny Green turned Perry Pony and the old horse Ezekiel into the pasture, Perry never could have imagined what would happen that day. The first thing that he and old Ezekiel wanted to do was to drop down in the grass and enjoy a good roll. There was a big difference in the way the both of them did this, however. Perry was a zany character and as spry as a squirrel. He had a beautiful blaze down his muzzle, and though his frame was small,
He was full of zest. He rolled from one side to the other and back again and jumped up and shook his blond mane like a dog, almost before Zeke had picked out a nice smooth place to roll. Old sturdy Zeke bent his legs beneath him in a careful fashion and sank with something like a sigh upon the green grassy ground. It was only with a great effort that he managed at last to roll his large frame all the way over, and then he couldn't roll back again. Clumsily he flung his feet in front of himself and with a mighty heave pulled himself off the ground. "Slow, isn't he?" Perry remarked to Connie Cow, who was chewing her cud and looking on. "He really is quite an amazing animal," said Connie Cow. "But the way Zeke plays seems terribly lazy," Perry told her. "You can almost hear his joints creak." Now Connie Cow was clearly disturbed by Perry's comment. "I've known Zeke a great many years," she replied zestfully, "and I don't care to hear a youngster like you, a mere pony, make fun of him." Perry moved away, almost wishing he wouldn't have made that last remark. "I'm not so sure about your young friend," said Connie Cow to the old horse Zeke. "Perry hasn't a proper respect for older folks like you and me." "Oh, he's not so bad," Zeke replied. "He has a good many things to learn. Perhaps he'll be wiser by night time. I wouldn't worry about him if I were you." Connie Cow told Zeke that he was entirely too good-natured, and then they went their separate ways, grazing as they zigzagged through the pasture. Now and then during the day they chanced to meet. Each time Connie Cow asked Zeke if Perry Pony had learned anything more. "Not yet," Zeke replied each time. "The day's not done until sunset." Well, late in the afternoon, Johnny Green came slowly up the lane, stood by the pasture fence, and whistled. Perry and Zeke happened to be together when they heard that cheerful chirp. "I'll race you to the fence," Perry shouted with zest. "Agreed," cried old Zeke. The word was no sooner out of his mouth than he started with a great deal of zip. He was 3 jumps ahead of Perry before that surprised pony began to run. "I'll soon catch old Zeke," Perry thought. "He can't last long. I'll pass him before we reach the creek." Before Perry came to the creek, Zeke had crossed it in one mighty leap. He zoomed along with a powerful stride over the firm grass of the pasture, and behind him Perry's pattering feet struggled to shorten the distance between them. To Perry's amazement, he saw that Zeke was steadily getting away from him. Although Perry ran his fastest, Zeke reached the fence 6 good lengths ahead of him. The old horse Zeke had beaten Perry in the race to the fence. While Johnny Green slipped the halters on their muzzles, Zeke and Perry munched the oats that Johnny gave them, and neither of them spoke. Johnny mounted Zeke bareback, and leading Perry, he turned down the lane. "You're not as slow as I thought you were," Perry said to old Zeke as they neared the barn. "Somehow I couldn't seem to get to running smoothly. I'd like to race you again. I think I could beat you next time." "Perhaps you could," said Zeke. "I don't often run any more, but I did run enough when I was younger. I used to race at the county fair every fall." "Did you ever win a race at the fair?" Perry Pony inquired. "Yes," Zeke answered humbly. "Yes, I can remember winning a race now and then." "He never lost a race in his whole life," cried Connie Cow, who was walking just ahead of them. "Zeke used to be known as the fastest horse in these parts. He had a record." Perry gasped. "A record!" he exclaimed. "What's that?" "I don't know exactly," said Connie. "I never saw Zeke's record, but it must have been a fine one, for Farmer Green was always talking about it." "A horse's record," Zeke explained, "is the fastest time ever to finish a race." Then he added to Perry, "You and I will have another race the next time we're in the pasture together." Perry gave him a puzzled look. Suddenly Zeke did not seem to be the same poky old farm horse as Perry had always thought he was. For the first time, Perry realized that Zeke had many good qualities. His muscles looked strong as they rippled on his tall frame beneath a coat that was dark and shiny. Old Zeke never had brought attention to the fact that he was a humble gentleman. "I don't believe I could beat you if we raced 100 times," Perry admitted. "Of course you couldn't," Connie Cow said with zest. "Oh, you might," Zeke said humbly, "but there'd be no harm in trying anyway. Racing with me would be good practice for you, even if I did win. If you're going to have a race, don't look for an easy one. Choose a hard one. That's the kind that will make you do your best." Perry agreed and thanked him. "It's very kind of Zeke to race you, Perry," Connie Cow bellowed. "You ought to feel honored." "I do," said Perry, "but please don't tell anyone about this. I don't want everybody on the farm laughing at me because I lost a race." Although Connie Cow hesitated, she agreed not to tell. "Zeke is altogether too patient with Perry," Connie thought to herself. Then she remembered how she had kindly treated young Johnny Green when he was just learning how to milk. Old Zeke continued to be kind to Perry. They often raced in the pasture, and though Perry had 0 wins, he zestfully enjoyed the sport, and he never called Zeke lazy or pokey again.
Okay, now at the back there are some words to discuss, and it says zany is funny like a clown. That's what it means. And blaze means a white striped marking on an animal's face. Muzzle, the snout or nose and mouth of a horse. The snout or nose and mouth is called the horse's muzzle. And zest means spirit or spunk. Okay, let's read the comprehension questions. What did Perry Pony first think about old Zeke? He was pokey and lazy, didn't he? Were the comments that Perry made about old Zeke true? No. What did Connie Cow think about the comments Perry made? She was upset. She thought Perry should be respectful of older folks, and she wondered what kind of pony Perry was because of the way he was talking. What did Perry finally learn about old Zeke? That he was a fast runner. Okay, what kind of race did Zeke say would help Perry run faster? A hard race, not an easy one. And 2 more. When Perry learned more about old Zeke, how did he treat him? He treated him respectfully. And respect is a feeling of polite regard for others, honor. And the Bible verse for this is, "Hearken unto thy father, and despise not thy mother when she is old." Proverbs 23:22. Okay, that's it for today. Goodbye. Bye. Have a good rest of your day.